Corps may combine, armies may assemble, colonies may defame, but the truth about the restoration of the state of Biafra will go forward independently, nobly, until the great Amadioha have established his work. I am Dr. Charles Chukwuemeka Amanze, the convener and president, Eastern Youth Network. Here is where we listen and learn about the fact, the firm, and the unshakable truth of our culture. I love you, brothers and sisters out there. I am here only to teach you as a guide towards fulfilling your objective on earth. I am not here to castigate, but rather to inform, to pass a message, or to reveal any secret to any individual all over the world as will be prompted or as will be directed by the Spirit. I want to teach a noble and important fact today when it has to do with Chi. What is Chi? This Chi is a long-awaited lecture, and I have tried my best in research, both spiritual and physical. I have tried to look into possibilities and impossibilities. I have tried to look into fact and non-fact when it has to do with this Chi issue in Igbo culture. As the Bible said, I have taken the text from the Bible, male and female created he them. I have given you a brief information when I went to the first temple of Amadioha as revealed, where some secrets are buried beneath the earth. Even if the ancient invaders try to destroy it, but they never know that something is beneath the chamber of the temple. And beneath there, we have discovered a lot of secrets, a lot of informations that are long-aged. So, but we will go gradually until our people will understand what is our culture in the whole necromancy of black and white act or magic. Our culture must to be identified and separated from what is called nonsense and rubbish in the practice of voodoo or whatsoever element of spirituality or spiritism. Now in Chi, I want to cite a record of Moses, the conversation that he had with the God himself. And then let us see and understand this Chi proper. When Moses met the God, as he said, listen to this language very well. I am not the one that wrote this. It is an information research. Now listen. Thou, my servant Moses, open thou thy ears, hear the voice of thy God. Hear the voice of thy God. Through me, Jehovah Agla, the God of heaven and earth. I want to stop there. A man is talking to Moses. Say, hear the voice of the word of your God. Through me, Jehovah Agla, the God of heaven and earth. So, the God of Moses is different from that Agla that brought the message of the God of Moses to Moses. And that Agla also called himself the God of heaven and earth. You see, there are God many. We're talking about this Chi. Chi is God. In the pronunciation of English language as the Romans brought to us as God, G-O, the three-letter word. And in Igbo language, it is called CHI, three-letter word, chi. And now, we want to know this chi. We want to know how it affects us in our culture and how we reconcile with this chi in our culture. So in the account of Moses, we have known that a God brought a word to Moses from his God. That means that God, that Jehovah Agla, the God of heaven and earth, brought a message from the God of Moses. That is to say, the God of Moses is the superior God. And the God of heaven and earth serves the God of Moses, which is the superior God. And he has come. His name is Jehovah Agla. And he has come to bring the message of the God of Moses to Moses. I want you to understand something there. And he proceeds to say, thy race shall be multiplied and shall shine as the stars of heaven. Blah, 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 blah. That is not where we are going to. I have taken the text that I want to use in this teaching. If you look at me, my feet is on the ground. It's not that I cannot afford a shoe or slippers, but let heaven and earth bear witness that we have testified to you and that I have done my job. I have taught you what the Father said I should teach you. I have brought the testimony of the truth of this gospel of our cultural heritage to you. And I will continue to teach you until you have come to understand and to know the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So now, Jehovah Agla came to give Moses a message, and he is also the God of heaven and earth. So the supreme God is not the God of heaven and earth. Heaven and earth is different. Somebody has been given charge to take care of it. So there is a God there. His name is Jehovah Agla. So now we have Jehovah Jireh. He's also a God. We have Jehovah himself, which is Jesus Christ, who is also a God. You see, all these things are gods. Now, Amadioha, when he descended with his wife. They were two. And he has 9 servants, which are called angels. They also descended with their wife with him. And he has council, which also descended with him. And in the spirit realm, before the physical manifestation, he began to procreate his kind, male and female. He made you and I. As I was made, my female was made with me at the same time. I have my female made with me at the same time when I was made in the spirit. We were made 2 by 2, man and woman, man and woman, man and woman. All that descended with him and all that was serving him begin to procreate in the spirit. And so we were multiplied and made plenty. In this instruction, he now said, I will travel on a long journey, which is the travel of the formation of the earth, where this his spirit will come to dwell. And this formation, he moved with his council, his servants, leaving us. And then they proceeded to go and make this planet where you and I is today, and many other planets. But we are concentrating here. After here is concluded, we are expected to come here to become like him, because he has visited here. He has learned about this place and has clothed his body with the earth and the material existence of this place, and returned victorious, a conqueror and a winner, and then said, we will all go down there and experience what he has experienced, to be like him and inherit thrones, kingdoms, dominions, powers, and principalities as he has inherited, being the God. Then we are made to come down to the earth. As that, 2 by 2, we cannot come down 2 by 2. We are now made one of my spirit, which is my second, which is my woman, will be, while myself goes to the earth. Him, being my energy, will now watch over me as a guide. on earth. This is how Chi and guardian angel comes about. Listen very, very well. Now, most of us, of whom the element of water, or element of earth, or element of fire, according to the gift and talent embedded in us as spirits, we came down to earth for a particular purpose, to fulfill the purpose of the Father in one direction or the other, to institute his being, to institute his character, to institute his power, to institute his energy in one direction or the other, individually as given here on earth. Now, your second is over there. If you are a woman coming, your second, the man is over there to watch over you. And now there is an agreement reached, a decree passed by the Father and his council here, after here was made, before they left. And now, many who feels that they cannot walk within the bound and the decree of the Father, that they want to be independent, the Father granted them their will. All came down to this place. We are all here. And now, as we come, your energy, your reflection in the spirit becomes your guide, becomes your director, who will bring all things to your memory, to your understanding, or to your view. And now, arriving here, you will be born. You will also have to marry here. Now, the energy of your spirit wife will have to reflect with the energy of your physical wife here for peace to reign in your life and for your marriage to be prosperous. Failure to do that, you're only building home of anarchy and home of trouble. So in our culture, our Father has discovered this element as revealed by the Father himself unto them, because we are the descendant of him who made the lights for all other beings or God to see. As we descended, we uphold the culture of our Father as he instituted when he visited. So you are Chi. Now personal Chi becomes your half, which you left. Two of you can't come at the same time. It's impossible. Everybody came one, and their one is over there. And when you finish and complete, you return. Yeah, the other one will be born. To also come, reprocreate, regenerate, acquire and clothe his spirit, and return back too. And then, when the two of you have visited and returned back, you now become a God to be assigned a duty together to live. So until this first estate of separate departure is completed, the second estate of dual existence in rulership or domineering will never begin. So while you are here, your one is over there. That is why you can have reflection. They say you have spiritual wife, or you have a spiritual husband, or you have married wife, or you have married husband. This is the only way they can explain it to you. That is the closest way they can explain what I have just taught you. Now, outside that, the Father has given princes responsibility of one thing or the other, of one thing or the other. Those princes are God, which we call God. The God of heaven and earth, as having revealed in the book. I'm not the one. This is a record of Moses. And now, the God of the water, the God of this, the God of that, the God of this. So there are many of them called God. So when they say the gods, not that because there is a small one or there is a big one. Any English that tells you there is a small God and there is a big God, the person is a stark illiterate, does not know anything. There is no small, there is no big. In the cadre of spirit, in the cadre of God, in the cadre of authority, there is no small, there is no big. When they say gods, it is a community of these deities. It doesn't mean that there are small ones. So small letter G does not exist when it has to do with a noun, or the name of a place, or the name of a thing. So let us be, if we say we are civilized or we are educated, let us approach our existence same way, so that we can be able to live on truth. This whole manipulation by the white supremacy has damaged our people, have consumed us all. And it takes a work. It's a big work to be able to reconcile the environment towards a perfect estate. It will not be an easy work. The road to building a new nation is a tough one. But if we allow the dews to be the showers of wisdom, we will be what we are asked to be. We are now experiencing what we call deformation of service. Deformation of service. How? In our culture, the church system, the material world system has denied us our position when it has to do with the worshiping of our God, or in response to the decree of our existence before coming to earth. There is a law irrevocably decreed before the foundation of this earth, upon which all blessings are predicated. If any man receive any blessing, it is by obedience to that law. So if you are obedient to the law of this creation that was decreed before the foundation of this earth, you don't need a charm to make success. You don't need a bangle to make success. You don't need any form of ogu or calm or cause to make success. You see, if you look at my hand, you will see I have a bar. Go to any spiritualist and ask any prophet with a staff standing in the bar, who is he? You will know that it's a very high one. I don't talk rubbish. I can't come and teach you nonsense. I will teach you the truth. According to the record that is left, I did not generate the record by myself. It is research. This record has been there, but it has been, as I said, to her. When our people in my community in want to do that, they are evidence. They say to her. That means when they speak that language, that means cover the truth. They will not begin to cover truth because they want to achieve their selfish interest. It is time we keep aside our selfish interest and focus towards what will benefit humanity, not what will benefit the selfish interest of one person. Because by the time we engage in a war,